G'day guys, it's John from theproductivegarden.com, and today I'm here with an update from the Three Sisters garden. As you can see, there's a reasonable stand of corn behind me, and it's doing pretty well, and I've got the beans well started. They're starting to climb up the corn, and I've also got some cucumber in there. So let's have a look at how they're going. Alright, so there you go, there's plenty of corn there. Some of it's getting up around 2 to 3 feet high, so it's going pretty well. Haven't got doesn't look like we've got any ears forming yet, but they'll start to form very, very soon. The beans, which I'd actually planted last time, I did an update on this garden. They're going pretty well, and you can see there are some beans there growing up. There's some more there. Here's some here. Okay, there's some more. You can see some, if I zoom in a bit, there's some more there. So there are a whole heap of beans. There's about, I think, 10 or 12 of the seeds that I planted sprouted. So they've done pretty well. And today I planted some cucumbers. So they're in what they call a crystal apple cucumber. They make a round, I guess apple size. It would be a round apple sized white cucumber. It's actually quite a nice juicy cucumber. It's very nice. I do actually eat them like an apple. They're marvellous to eat, and they're really nice on sandwiches and in salads as well. So I grew them last year and they were a real hit. So we've got them going. They were just planted today. So I've just got to water them in. And so I've got 2 seedlings there. I've got another 2 here. This is on the southwestern side of the garden, which for Australia is the southern side is the shady side of things, because the sun rises in the east and sets in the west everywhere, but it travels along the northern sort of part of the sky for us in the southern hemisphere, where people in the northern hemisphere in the US and Europe, you'll have the sun travelling along the southern part of the sky. And so here on the northeastern side we've got some here as well. So hopefully, and there's another lot there. So I've got 8 plants all up, 2 pairs planted in 4 spots. So hopefully they've got pretty well. And there's another bean now, and another one there. So the beans are doing all right. Some have sprouted quicker than others, but they will catch up pretty quickly. There's another one now. So yeah, I've got about 10 all up. I counted them. There may be more. I wasn't able to count them. There are a few things that'll be interesting to see how they go with this style of planting. Obviously, it is a fairly intensive style of planting, having so many things all in one spot. And things I'm sort of wondering how they'll go is diseases and things that can happen with overcrowding your plants, things like fungal diseases and that sort of stuff. Just to see whether anything like that settles in. Corn, I know, is one thing that can be subject to fungal diseases, and especially cucumbers as well. They can be subject to fungal diseases. I haven't really had that problem with beans in the past, but I haven't grown them in this sort of style either. The other thing is how they'll go for competing for sunlight. Obviously, like I said, the corn is 2 to 3 feet high now, and I've just got these cucumber seedlings in. How are they going to go for sunlight? Are they going to get enough to keep growing healthy? Yeah, they're things we'll see. Maybe in with a bit of practice, this style of planting does require a fair bit of timing to get things right. So obviously you don't want the beans to be planted too quickly, or they're going to overcrowd the corn fairly quickly. You don't want to plant too late, because then they're not going to get the sun. Same with the cucumber as well. You don't want to get them in too late, and you don't want to get them in too early. They sprawl across the garden and shade everything else out. Yeah, so, but the idea of the cucumbers in there, or the squash, whichever you choose to plant, is that it acts as a living mulch. So it's going to cover the ground and stop weeds coming up in amongst your corn. And obviously corn provides a support for your beans to grow up, and the beans put nitrogen into the soil. So I've sort of gone over that sort of stuff before, but yeah, the things I worry about is, yeah, the overcrowding problem and the sunlight problem, which could be those 2 issues that could be a problem in this style of planting, because it's so close together, and because you've got plants that have already grown high like the corn that might shade out things like the beans and the cucumbers. Yeah, it's all a lot of timing. This is a first run for me, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. So far I'm pretty happy with how things have gone. If you've watched previous parts of this series that I'm doing, then you'll know that the first planting of the corn didn't do so well. Hey, that's the way things go. But this second planting, as you can see behind me, it's done really well. A little bit patchy in parts, but that's all right. That's given me a space to put the cucumbers in, which has worked out pretty well. So anyway, that's it for now. I've just gone on for long enough about this, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this goes. But for now, I better water these cucumbers in and get them on their way. Anyway, until next time, happy productive gardening. Bye.